Hello, welcome to QTP Interview Questions.blogspot.in. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use descriptive programming in QTP. So, as you know, descriptive programming is used to find the objects without using object repository. So, there are many situations where you will need to use descriptive programming. For example, there are say a lot of links on the web page. So it is not necessary to store all the links on the in the object repository, because we can find those links using description programming. So it is not necessary to store that in OR. So we can use the descriptive programming for that purposes. Also, to find some relative objects or to find the proper objects at runtime, you can find the descriptive programming. So there are two types of description programming: static and dynamic descriptive programming. Static descriptive programming and dynamic, both descriptive programmings are used to find the objects using properties and their values. So in static descriptive programming, we use one-liner statements, like we mention the properties and values just in front of the class of that object. For example, if I want to find out the page whose title is Google, I can write the descriptive programming like this: browser index colon equal to 0 dot page title colon equal to Google. So here title is the property name of the page and Google is the value of the title. So colon equal to is the syntax that we have to use to write the static descriptive programming. Similarly, we are finding the web edit box using the property and name pair, that is, name is the property of the web edit and q is the value of the name. So this will identify the edit box with the name q in the page Google, and it will enter the value xyz into that edit box. So this is how you can find the objects using static description programming. And next is dynamic description programming. So this is another way to find the objects using dynamic description. Here what we do is we create the description object like this using description.create statement, and then we create the properties and values. For example, this object is having these properties, that is mic class outer HTML, and their values are also given here, and we can mention the regular expressions in the outer HTML or any property value. So the value of the outer HTML property is a regular expression, dot star input dot star. That means it will match anything which contains input string. And if you want to treat that value as a regular expression, or if you don't want that value to be identified as regular expression, you can state that using this property, that is a regular expression. So if you make it true, that means the outer HTML value is going to be regular expression, and if you mention the false, it is going to be treated as a literal string. And once the description object is created with all the properties and their values, then you can find the child objects, or you can use that object as it is in the class. For example, I want to find out all the edit boxes in the page whose title is Google. So I can use child objects method, and then the description object that I have just created, I can pass it to that child objects statement. So it will return the collection of all the edit boxes. So here I have used the set collection is equal to statement, and then you can iterate through all the collection that edit boxes using the for loop, that is col of I dot get outer property outer HTML. So it will print the outer HTML of all the edit boxes that are found in the Google page. So this is how you can use the description programming in QTP. If you like this video, you can just thumbs up. Thank you.